Hey fam, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a stir-fried cabbage and kielbasa. I'm Mike G and this is Flavor Foodie. Let's get started. These are my ingredients that I'll be using today, fam. We're gonna be using some wonderful ingredients that are gonna make this thing pop real good like fire. You're gonna enjoy this dish. It's a quick and easy dish that you can make for family. And I mean, they'll enjoy this. It's a comfort food. It's stir-fried cabbage 101. I'm using this wonderful head of cabbage, green leaf. I'm going to be using the green leaves of this cabbage. It's got a lot of nutrients in these leaves, and often sometimes we throw this part away, but I find that they have a lot of nutrients in it and very tasty. You might have to do a little bit more stir frying this one and letting it steam a little bit down to get it more tender to the taste. Removing the green leaves, that we're gonna use those as well for our stir-fried cabbage dish with kielbasa. So I'll remove the core from the back of this. Let's get rid of that core right there. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day and you're in good health. You and your family, I hope you are enjoying the day. Thanks for coming back to my channel, guys. I really appreciate you. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I like to hear from you, so don't forget to leave a comment as well. So we'll cut this in half and we'll remove the cork from it. I remember being a little kid and my mom used to give us, when she would do this stir-fry dish, she used to give us that part. And we would sit on the backyard step eating this, assuming that it was really some kind of good fruit or something. It was bitter, but we ate it and it was delicious at that time. But today we're gonna remove this and we'll cut this cabbage up in increments of about 1 inch to a ½ inch and thickness when we go to stir fry it. I don't like it to be too big in the pan. I like it in nice strips, manageable, but delicious. So tell me what you guys think about that Super Bowl. I enjoyed it. I'm an Eagles fan. I'm a diehard Eagle fan. We bleed green in Philly. I'm actually happy for Jalen because I wanted to see him win. I really like the brother. He's just a really cool dude. Your anticipation just to hear him talk is, you gotta be patient, and because you don't want to miss anything, because he says some really interesting things that I think are very valuable. Again, I enjoyed that game, and kudos to Kansas because Big Red used to be a coach here in Philadelphia, so we enjoyed that win. Okay, so I'm gonna cut up these green parts to the cabbage because I'm not gonna let that go to waste. I'm gonna tenderizing them through the steaming process and stir frying it. I'm gonna soak these down in some baking soda water to get most of the impurities off the cabbage. I'll let that sit in there for a moment and we'll cut up our vegetables. I'll cut up some yellow peppers, some red peppers, and we'll cut up some sweet onions along with some chopped garlic. And these are our vegetables that we'll be using. All right, y'all, so let's get the kielbasa all cut up and we'll get back to that. I'm gonna cut them on a diagonal. This is smoked beef kielbasa, and I hope I'm saying that all right. I was under the weather a couple weeks back ago and things were a little congested, so. I really appreciate you when you give me a thumbs up and subscribe and hit that bell so you could receive the recipe. And these are recipes that I have in my archives that I generally cook from time to time. So my kielbasa is all seasoned up. I'm going to sear these pieces of beef kielbasa in the skillet. And I'm using a cast iron skillet. You could use what you have. It's not that difficult. It's stir-fried cabbage 101 with some sausage of your choice. It doesn't have to be what I'm using here. It can be something that you like or your preference. Looking good. They're getting seared, and I want to kind of like sear the seasoning in it and on it real good so that when I put this over the cabbage, it will pretty much flavorize that cabbage with all that seasoning on there. And as you can hear that heat and that sizzling, we're coming to a close on removing these. They're pretty cooked pretty well. I'm going to remove them from the skillet. We'll chop up our vegetables and stir fry them. Again, we're going to be using a yellow pepper, red pepper, sweet onion, along with a green pepper and some chopped garlic that will go in this. Some people like to use carrot. That's fine and dandy. It's all good. Any way you like to do it. You don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. I'm doing it this way because I have a taste for it this way, and it's going to taste very delicious. It's been a recipe that we've eaten for quite some time, and I hope you enjoy the recipe as well. I'll leave the full recipe down below in the subscription box for you guys. All right, y'all, I'm going to cut up this sweet Spanish onion, and we're going to do our green pepper and along with the chopped garlic, and we're going to put all that together, and I'll use the garlic over top of the cabbage as it fries. But right now we're going to fry up all of our vegetables and season them up very well. I'll be using the same seasoning that I use for the kielbasa. I'll be using some avocado oil I'll put in the skillet along with some salt, pepper, and some garlic powder, onion powder, all-purpose seasonings. And that includes the fresh red peppers, that is, along with some thyme and chicken bouillon. I'm only trying to sear the peppers. I want to get that sear on them. You know, for one thing of watching most of my videos, I'm a rustic kind of guy when it comes to vegetables. So I like a rustic look to my vegetables. I don't want them mushy. I don't want them overcooked. I want them seared with a rustic look, a smoky taste, and it just makes everything taste really good with that taste or that sear on there. Okay, my cabbage has been rinsed off very well. I'm going to season this up. As you can see, I'm putting it in the skillet. I'm going to add my garlic to this so that I can cook this all together. I add a little avocado oil with it, and this is going to sear really good because I didn't use the oil first. I didn't want the oil. I wanted that cabbage to hit that skillet hot. Then I added my oil, so this way my cabbage won't wilt with water in the skillet first. Because the cabbage consumes a lot of water anyway, so as you can see, I didn't add any water. The cabbage just rendered the water that it has in it, and all I added in there was the avocado oil. Now I'm adding all my vegetables, stir-fried vegetables, along with the kielbasa, and I'll stir this together, and I'll blend until all of it is seasoning or combined together with one another, and this will give a very rich and delicious flavor to the cabbage. Family, I love you every day of your life. Cabbage, stir-fried cabbage 101 over top of bed of rice. This is Flavor Foodie, and I'm Mike G. Let's plate this up. We're back, guys. Here we are. Let's try this out. Now this is very tasty. The cabbage is not too wilted, and it's not mushy. It has a slight crunch to it, but cooked through. The kielbasa is very tender, but has a nice edge to it, and that sear just does it so much justice. It's very delicious. It goes well and complemented by the rice. This is very good. This is a go-to for comfort food throughout the week, a fast and easy way to feed the family. This is Stir-Fried Cabbage 101. I'm Mike G. This is Flavor Foodie, and it's double delicious and twice as nice. You can't go wrong with this meal, serving it to your family. They'll love you for life for this one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, and watch the video too, fam. And until the next recipe, I'm Mike G. This is Flavor Foodie, and you've been flavorized. Much love, peace, God bless.